Hello there, my name is Richard McMunn from the interview training website passmyinterview.com, and in this tutorial I will teach you how to pass an NHS Ward Clerk interview. So if you are applying for a Ward Clerk job with the NHS, make sure you stay tuned because I will help you to pass your interview, and to achieve that goal, this is what I will cover. I will give you a list of NHS Ward Clerk interview questions that I strongly advise you prepare for. I will give you brilliant, unique answers to tough NHS Ward Clerk interview questions. I will give you some really important tips on how you can stand out during your interview. And I will also tell you about further resources you can get access to, including these slides and the answers to help you succeed. Please make sure you subscribe to this channel by clicking the red button below the video. I am uploading insider job training videos virtually every day of the week, and I don't want you to miss out. Please also connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. And finally, please give the video a like. That motivates me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. So the first question I want you to prepare for is, tell me about yourself and why you want to be a ward clerk. Now, this is your opportunity to talk about the different skills and qualities you have that will help you to carry out your duties as a ward clerk to a high standard. Here's a great example answer to help you during your preparation. Tell me about yourself and why you want to be a ward clerk. I am someone who has exceptional attention to detail skills, and I always work methodically and to a high standard. Now, in addition to having experience of working as part of a team, I can be relied upon to work on my own, unsupervised. Other skills and experiences I possess include a confident telephone manner. I am able to work with everyone. I will always follow instructions clearly, and I will make sure I maintain competence in the role so I can provide the best possible service to your patients as the ward clerk. Now, I want to be a ward clerk because I enjoy the level of responsibility that comes with the role. Ward clerks are the engine that helps the NHS to run smoothly, and I would take great pride in providing patients with the information they need, whilst at the same time assisting the wider NHS organisation in achieving its goals and objectives. That is a brilliant answer. It is positive and it is confident in nature. Now, you can either pause the video if you want to and take a note of the questions and answers as we work through them together, or if you want to wait, I will soon tell you where you can download my full set of 22 NHS Ward Clerk interview questions and top scoring answers, including the ones covered in this video. Here's the next question. What are the personal characteristics and skills needed to be an effective ward clerk? Now, this interview question is assessing whether you have read the job description for the NHS Ward Clerk position you are applying for. Now, again, here is a great answer to help you. So what are the personal characteristics and skills needed to be an effective ward clerk? To be effective as a ward clerk, you need exceptional organisation and planning skills. If you don't, you will make mistakes, and this will impact on the service that is provided to patients. You need accurate and concise communication skills. Be good with IT and all the different Microsoft applications, and you must have strong customer service skills. Being able to deal with patients in line with the NHS values and the patient service charter is vital. Now, you must be confident in your abilities and demonstrate composure and empathy while speaking to patients, and you need to work well as part of a team. You also have to follow rules and procedures, maintain confidentiality, and use your initiative to solve problems as and when they occur. So that is another confident answer that shows you fully understand the different personal characteristics and skills needed to be a competent NHS ward clerk. Now, don't go anywhere, because I still have more questions and answers to give you. But when you're ready, if you want to click that link that has appeared in the top right hand corner of the video, it takes you through to my website passmyinterview.com, and you can download my full set of 22 NHS Ward Clerk interview questions and top scoring answers, including the ones covered in this video. Here's the next question. This is a tough one. An angry and irate patient calls you and they want to make a complaint. How would you deal with this situation? Now, this is a difficult question to answer. Always remember to follow the NHS values in your answer to this ward clerk interview question. Here's a great response to help you. An angry and irate patient calls you and they want to make a complaint. How would you deal with the situation? I would start off by listening to their complaint and I would give them time to vent off. Whilst I would not tolerate unacceptable language or behaviour, I believe it is important to give people a chance to speak, as this helps diffuse a situation. Now, whilst they were talking, I would listen carefully, take notes and show empathy and understanding where appropriate. Now, when the time was right, I would intervene and ask questions to clarify the situation. If I felt it necessary and we were at fault for the issue, I would apologise. I would then seek to either come up with a resolution to the problem, or I would pass them on to the relevant department who would be better placed to deal with their complaint, and I would then ensure they followed up with the complainant, because it would be important that we provide excellent patient service within the NHS. Now, at all times, whilst dealing with a patient, I would remain calm, in control, and I would always follow my NHS training and the guidelines that encompass patient complaints. That's another really, really good answer. Here's the next one. Give an example of a time you worked well and how you prioritised. Now, as an NHS Ward Clerk, you will need to show exceptional organisation and planning capabilities. Give a specific situation you've previously been in where you demonstrated your ability to complete lots of tasks on time and to a high standard. So here's my example answer to help you. Give an example of a time you worked well and how you prioritised. In my last job, my manager asked me to cover for another administrative worker who had to take a short period of leave due to family problems. It was already a very busy time for me, but I agreed to take on the extra work and I set about putting a plan in place of how I was going to manage. I started out by creating a list of all the jobs I would be responsible for, including my own work and my colleagues' work. After I'd created the list, I prioritised each task by grading them from 1 to 3, 1 being the most pressing tasks and 3 being the least important. This gave me something to work from, and each day I focused on the most important tasks first, and I then worked methodically through the rest of them. Now, this approach ensured the business ran smoothly and no tasks were left incomplete. A few times during this period, I even stayed behind late after work to catch up so I could start afresh the following day. That shows you are a conscientious worker who can plan all of your work to make sure it's all carried out on time and to the right standard. The next question, what have you done to prepare for this role? Now, this is a common NHS Ward Clerk interview question, and it assesses how well you prepare for challenges. Here's my suggested answer to guide you. What have you done to prepare for this role? I started off by reading the job description and the person's specification to make sure I have the necessary transferable skills and experience to carry out my duties to a high standard. Now, it would not have been helpful to either myself or the NHS if I had applied knowing I really didn't have the skill set needed to maintain competence in the role. I then studied this NHS Trust's website to find out more about the work you do, and I was particularly intrigued by the core values you implement in your work. I could instantly see how by demonstrating each of the 6 values in your work, all employees of the NHS team can provide outstanding patient care and treatment. Now, finally, I spoke to several people who work for the NHS to find out a little more about the culture and what I could do to get up and running quickly in the role of ward clerk if I am successful at the interview today. I like that response because you are saying you have read the job description and the person's specification to make sure you have the skills and qualities needed to carry out the role correctly. You then say you go onto the NHS Trust website and you read the values. Those are really, really important. Make sure you study the 6 values and you understand them. And then you say you spoke to some people who work there to find out what you can do to get up and running in the role quickly if you are successful. It's a really, really good answer. Now, the next thing to do is make sure you click that link in the top right hand corner of the video. Head over to my website, passmyinterview.com. You can then have a look at my 22 NHS Ward Clerk interview questions, and you have the opportunity to download all of the answers, including the ones covered in this tutorial. Make sure you go over there because there's also some really important tips on that page too. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial and you found it useful. Please make sure you subscribe. Lots of you are passing your job interviews as a result, and I don't want you to miss out. Don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. And finally, please do give the video a thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all the best for passing your NHS Ward Clerk interview. Have a brilliant day.